of burying somebody is you dig a hole. You put the body in an enclosed case and you drop it in the hole. And then you take the dirt and you cover it up. Now let's take the process of being planted.
All right.
You dig a hole. You take the embryo, which is the body, and you enclose it in a case called a seed.
All right.
And you drop that in the hole.
All right.
And you cover it up.
All right.
And there are the similarities in it. And sometimes we get so enthralled and so confused and so messed up with the fact that we're in this cold, dark place covered up that we think that we're buried when really we've been planted.
Okay.
You go through your storms, you go through your trials, you go through your tribulations, and you think, oh my God, I'm dead, I've been buried. This is happening, this won't stop happening. My mama died, and my daddy's sick, and this is going on, and oh my God, I got all this stuff going on, and I must be dead. But the same process happens when you've been planted. Now the difference is, the reason that all of these storms happen, that all these things happen when you're planted, is it's used to cause the right conditions called germination. When germination happens, the seed cracks open, and the stem begins to dig down to make these things called roots. And then the stem also begins to shoot up to try to pierce through the ground so that it can begin to really live. In one place you have permanent death because nothing happens after it hits the ground. This is final resting place. This is as good as it's ever going to get. It's right here. And the other is the start of life. Now, isn't it interesting that God allowed the same thing to happen for your start as your finish? You get covered, you get looked over, you get messed up, you get jumped, you get dropped, you get dirt covered over you.
All right.
For both processes. You have a marker sometimes, especially when you know, if you know anything about agriculture, good farmers will plant markers to know right where the seed is so they can come back in the right time to take care of the seed.
All right.
When you die and you bury somebody, there's a marker planted so that at the right time you can come back and visit it. I'm just trying to make sure y'all understand the difference between being buried and being planted. But really, what is the difference? Because everything I have listed are the things that are similar between the two, with the exception of the life. One thing is caused to end your life, the other is caused to make your life.
All right.
You need the exact right conditions to cause life. If you bury a seed that's supposed to spring forth a cactus in a rainforest soil, you won't get no cactus.
All right.
How many trees you know grow in the desert?
Not me.
So you need the exact right conditions.
All right.
And part of that issue is we don't see those exact right conditions on us because we the ones covered up.
All right.
We got stuff hitting us, but we don't realize the process that's taking place to make us. So I said this a couple of weeks ago in one of my services. I said, so I want to paint a picture for y'all, if y'all allow me. Just quick. How many of y'all have ever decided to take a stick of butter? I know I'm in the South, so I know y'all love y'all some butter. Take a stick of butter, unwrap that bad boy, and just bite it like a carrot and start eating. How many of y'all ever did that? You ever just start eating and munching on? Nobody ever did that? Okay, so have you ever just decided to be like Rocky and take them eggs and break it and let the yolk just slide down your throat? Y'all never did that before?
No.
For real?
No.
You ain't never you ever take a bag of flour and just reach in and start eating like sunflower seeds or a bag of chips? Y'all ain't never did that before? That sounds disgusting, don't it? But how many of y'all like cake?
All right.
Ain't cake delicious? Even the young people out there, they say, we can get with some cake now. Hold on, man. We can get with that. Cake is delicious, especially with the right icing on top of it, the right person cooking it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get some real good cake. My wife makes a mean strawberry cheesecake. Ooh, listen, y'all want, I'm taking orders right now. $15 a cake, $15 a cake. I'll toss that out. But she makes a mean cheesecake. And the ingredients in that cheesecake are the exact same ingredients I listed earlier. Now, separately, they're messed up and disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's not until you put them together.
All right now. All right now.
All right.
The exact right ingredients to make it good.
All right.
What God wants you to see is you're being planted, is taking these exact right ingredients to make your life good.
All right now.
I know this thing seems messed up if you only look at it individually. If you take it and use it as a microscope and say, oh man, I lost my job over here. And I was trying to work, I've been working for 15 years, and now I lost my job. This is so messed up.
All right.
But what you're not seeing is God's trying to free you up to be able to go ahead and minister.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
God may be freeing you up because you have worked as long as you need to at that job.
Amen.
And now it's time to start your own business.
All right.
Which you cannot do with the job. But it takes all of these conditions to come together. Don't we always quote Romans 8:20, don't we? For we know all things work out
Together.
for what?
Good.
For those who love the Lord.
For those who love the Lord.
All right. All right.
According to his purpose.
All right.
So we call ourselves called according to his purpose, right?
Yes.
We all say we love the Lord, right?
Right.
So why are we looking at the fact that we're stuck in the ground and something that's not
Come
good?
I'm finna separate y'all.
Right now.
You have been planted.
I'm finna
You ain't
separate
been
y'all.
buried.
All right.
So what the Lord talked about you, you've been planted. You ain't been buried.
Yeah.
So what folk don't like you, you've been planted. You ain't been buried.
Come on now.
And the gift of being planted is that eventually you're going to spring forth. And when you spring forth, everybody going to come and say, oh, look at them.
All right.
Have you ever taken inventory and thought about where flowers come from and the process of it? When you go flower shopping to get them, you don't go and say, you know what, I want the one that had the best soil. I want the one that had the best care. Nobody ever says that when they go looking for their flower. They just go, I want the one that looks the best.
All right.
But you do realize it takes the best soil, the best conditions, the best work to make the best looking flower. So what God is doing is he's processing you in order to make you. But that process has to be some stuff that's real jacked up. Now I'm sorry, I don't know why God do it that way. I don't know why he do it the way he do it. I really don't. I wish I did. I don't know why God has decided to allow the jacked up stuff to make us the best.
All right.
But I have learned in the short time I've been alive and the long time I've been in ministry that the more jacked up the stuff, the better. I've been crushed like crazy. For a short little bit, I've been doing this. I've only been pastoring 2 years. I've been in ministry 23 years, but I've been crushed. And it seemed like when I can't get crushed no more, he said, no, I ain't done with you.
You finished?
Come on now.
All right. Hold on, let me get this.
Come on now.
And every time that happens, I'm screaming because it's messed up.
All
I feel left out. I feel alone. I feel disregarded. I feel all of these feelings, and then all of a sudden God does some stuff like say, son, I need you to go all the way down to Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Come on now.
I got something that the people need to hear.
All right.
And it's not that they can't hear it from the man of God that's there. I need you to deliver it. Why, God? Because I crushed you for it.
All right. All right.
I put you in the ground for it. I covered you over for it. And I allowed you to be processed for this thing.
Okay.
You're not buried. You've been planted.
All right. All right.
When you're in the ground, it's dark, it's lonely, you're isolated, nobody understands you. But when you've been planted, there's one person who understands, and that's the farmer.
All right. All right.
You know, just when you come back to that seed and say, you need some water.
Come on now.
You know, just when to back up and say, I'm gonna let the sunlight hit. You know, just when a little green stalk starts to pierce the ground, you know, just how to shield it off so that other stuff can't get to it. He knows just the right pesticides or whatever needs to be done to keep off the stuff from eating it before the fruit comes. He knows just the right way to keep the animals away from eating the seed that was buried down beneath the eating. Now, isn't it funny that things attack whatever's in the ground? Maggots and worms eat bodies, and decay takes place, and they try to eat it and everything. When you get a seed buried, stuff tries to come and eat the seed. Y'all see the birds fly down and sit start pecking at the ground. They're not pecking it just that they know you planted some seed somewhere down. They're trying to get something to eat. Because when God is getting ready to do some things, everybody wants to take what you got.
All right.
They want to get the very thing that's been put on the inside of you that has yet to come out. Everybody wants to be anointed, but nobody wants to do the work to do.
Okay.
Everybody wants to be rich, but don't nobody want to put in the work of the sacrifice to be rich. Everybody want to have a nice name and be famous, but nobody want to put up with the headache of being famous. It's funny, every famous person I've ever heard interviews about, they talk about they love the fame, they love the fat folk that know their name, but they would just love to be able to sit down in a restaurant and eat with their family without somebody coming up and asking for an autograph or taking pictures and invading. That's the price of fame. And we always want the good stuff without the work. And when you're planted, there's some work that's got to get done. It's got to get done. But what the word says,
Look, you got what you got.
he says,
Leave it at that.
we're hard pressed on every side that we've not been crushed. Because the process is the same. When there's oppression, there's something pushing down on you. When there's a crushing, there's something pushing down on you. The difference is the end result. The crushing is the destruction. The pressing is the process of making. I've heard this said a million times and probably so many of y'all. Y'all know what this is, right? Y'all? What is it? Y'all know where it's comes from, right? Do y'all know the process to get this, what we call precious oil? It's got to be not crushed, pressed. Because if you crush it, you destroy it.
All right.
But to press it, to squeeze this out, that we, the body of Christ, use to anoint and benefit others.
All right.
You're being pressed
All right. All
to
right.
have something squeezed out of you to be a benefit to us.
All right now.
And the problem with the body of Christ has become, we trying to claw our way through the ground because we don't want to be processed. The problem is we want to try to jump out the fire too soon. Talking to Minister Jeff, and he reminded me about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We love the fact that God brought them through the fiery furnace. Have you ever stopped to ask the question, why did God have to allow them to go through the fiery furnace in the first place?
Okay. Okay.
But before we get to that, let me put a pin right there and come back over here and sit there and deal with the fact that they were in. Because the king said, I'm going to give you an out right now. If you just bow down. I'm playing the noise.
All right.
Play the song.
All right.
If you just bow down. Right now.
Right.
We'll forget this whole thing ever happened. They said, oh, king, you know, you got some power.
Yeah.
I recognize that you are the king.
Yeah.
All of this you think belongs to you. But my God is bigger than you.
All right. All right.
And he shall deliver.
Yeah.
We love that part. We love, oh, he shall deliver. Oh, hallelujah. I'll get delivered. But we missed the part where they said, and even if he doesn't, he's still God. And that declaration made the king so mad. He said, turn that furnace up 7 times harder. Here, I don't know if y'all know this, but I did some studying about that part. I learned that when you turn it up 7 times harder, the guards who normally take you in the furnace, they had to put on special equipment so that they wouldn't get burned.
All right.
And then as they walked, a couple of them, when they got too close to the fire, they passed out and died because the heat was too extreme.
All right, all right.
And then they went in
And
the fire. The same fire that God could have delivered them out of from the beginning.
all right.
But had he delivered them out of it from the beginning, the best part of the story wouldn't have happened. What's the best part of the story? Just here's the best part of the story. The best part of the story is the king is looking at them in the fire. And he's like, hold on.
You want to write with it?
1, 2, 3, 4. Some ain't right. Count again.
How many people we sent in that doggone furnace?
3.
King, you sent in 3. No. Are you sure we sent in 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sent in 3. Then why do I see 4?
All right, all right,
And
all
one of them looks
right.
like the Son of Man. It was the furnace process that converted the king.
All right. All right.
The one who had already made the decree that I'm God.
Yeah.
Everybody got to bow to me. Everybody got to come and see me.
All right.
I'm going to play music. Y'all going to worship me.
Hey.
But in the fire, he said, hold on. There's somebody walking around. Turn the furnace off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Get them out here. Because they walking around like ain't nothing bothering them.
Come on now.
And while they were in the furnace, the fire was so hot, their shackles came off. The thing that bound them, loosed them up.
All right.
They had to go in the process of being processed. Sometimes you're going to go through some stuff in your planting season to cause some things to come out of you that you never knew were binding you. So we may ask God, why I got to go through this? I got to go through this because God is processing me to get some things out of me that He may raise me to convert some people so they can say, oh my God, it's the Lord's doing and it's marvelous in our eyes. You've not been buried, you've been planted.
All right.
And the planting is only for a season.
Come on now.
Because eventually you stop being planted and you start. Now watch this. Because when you grow, you go 2 ways. You go higher, that's what everybody loves. Everybody wants to go higher, right? But in order to go higher, you can go deeper. That means some things in you gotta go deeper. Gotta get struck more. To get strengthened more. Some trees, they find out that the roots go so deep and so long in order to find the water and nutrients they need to be able to grow. See, your height is so the world would marvel. Your depth is so you can live. You got to be planted. Now, truth be told, some folks gonna die in the planting season. Why are you gonna die in the planting season? Because you refuse to allow the planting process to take place. So your ignorant tail decides to stir you up throughout the ground while you still got a shell on top of you. And then now you laying on top of the soil because you think you're anointed. You think you've been buried long enough and the process ain't done, but you think you're anointed. You think you got some power. You think you can preach just because you get up and say 3 words and a church go crazy. Sometimes they're surprised you can talk English anyway. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about some church out there. I ain't talking about y'all. Sometimes you think that just because you didn't lay hands on somebody, hallelujah, and the power of God shot through you and slayed somebody in the spirit, I'm supposed to be pastoring. So you decide to crawl up through the ground and lay yourself on the ground thinking, I'm fruitful. Until the buzzers come. Thing that the ground was supposed to cover you from. To keep you from being eaten and destroyed. And so when the storms hit, you die. But those that stay planted, the storms hit and they live. I've learned that rain can do one of two things. Rain is let me ask this question. I want to say I asked the question. Is rain to y'all annoying? Anybody hate the rain? Me, y'all hate the rain? Okay, well I'm by myself. Oh, I forgot. Y'all down south, y'all got so much heat. Y'all love it when it rains. Well, we northerners, we hate the rain. It is an inconvenience. Columbus folk don't know how to drive in the rain. All kinds of accidents happen in the rain. It's highly annoying when it starts raining. And so the rain can cause chaos to those who are planted. But a seed can only grow in the rain. So your storms have to come to allow you to grow while you're planted. But not just while you're planted, when you're growing, the water keeps hitting the ground to cause nutrients to come in to allow the seed that's now planted to grow. So that eventually this wonderful thing called fruit happens. And when the fruit happens, thank you, sir. And when the fruit happens, then everybody else can be blessed. And watch this. You ever bite into an apple? Or now you bite into an apple, you cut the apple in half and open it up. What's right there in the middle? How many? I heard somebody say one. How many? 4. When you're planted and you're bringing forth fruit, you always bring more seed than the original seed that's planted. And so what God will do is he'll give you just enough to give to somebody else to live. And their job now is to take what you have given them to live, and now that it's been multiplied, they have 4 times the work.
All right.
So that now, these 4 seeds can now go in the ground. And where 1 tree stood, now 4 trees can stand.
Okay.
And those trees have fruit on them. And those fruit have seed in them. And because you decide to stay planted, you go from 1 tree to an entire apple plant.
All right.
Now you got a forest of apple trees that the world can come off and eat off of, all because you decided to stay planted. This ain't being buried. This storm y'all going through ain't y'all being buried. This storm y'all going through is because you've been planted. This thing that's happening is because you've been planted. This thing that's going on in you is happening because God said, I've got to plant you. And some of you I got to plant deeper than others because there's some more things I need to get out of you, and I need to take some more time in the planting season. So some of y'all who been going through some stuff for 2 or 3 years, you're going through it because God said, I got to get you deep enough that you can live long enough to bear enough fruit to make an effect in the earth.
All right.
All of these things here in 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, and the 7th through the 10th verses, are God's way of telling you, I know this thing looks similar, but I call it the but God clause. Look at every verse. He says, we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, not forsaken. Struck down, not destroyed. Everything has the but God clause in it. And when you see the but God clause, that means you have been planted, you haven't been buried. That means life is supposed to come out of you. Life is going to come in you. Life is going to come through you. This thing you're going through, it's meant to cause life. It's not meant to cause your death. All you got to do is recognize what you are. Are you a seed or are you a corpse? God said I called you to be seeds, not corpses. And all you got to do is realize that life on the inside. You're a seed. You're a seed. You're a seed. And you've been planted. And some of y'all still ain't gonna like it. And that's cool. And I'm gonna look right back here at this wall when I said, and I don't care if you don't like it. Some of y'all don't like it, so you can go ahead and die. That's cool. Because what happens is, when things die, they still add nutrients
To the
to the
ground.
soil, so that the thing that was supposed to live
All right.
can live.
All right.
So real talk, I'm cool if some of y'all die. I know that's not the Christian thing to say, but I'm cool if some of y'all die Because some of y'all dying means I get to live even better. I'm sorry. I know that's not what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to be a pastor. Like, no, I want all y'all live. I want some of y'all to live and die. Because y'all cause too much chaos and havoc as it is anyway, so some of y'all will go ahead and die. That way what God has called to live can live.
Alright.
It's time out for playing. It's time out for acting like we in church. It's time out for acting like we have an anointing. It's time out for speaking babble and trying to pass it off as speaking in tongues. Some of y'all know Spanish. Y'all start speaking Spanish and sound like tongues to folk who don't know how to hear. Some of y'all speak Chinese and Mandarin and French and all these other languages y'all learn, and it really ain't tongues. It's time out for all of that. And we in church. I gotta use what you said. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna use what y'all did. What y'all told me last night. I love them. They told me they've heard some stuff. They didn't say here, so y'all calm down. But they said they heard some stuff, and some folk be like in the middle of something. Thank you, Jesus. I love it. Hallelujah. Sing the McDonald's sing song. Hey, how come on top? It's time out for all of that. Because everybody who's doing that, God's getting ready to say, cool, go ahead and die. Because I need the church to live. I need the thing that I planted to grow. So you got a choice. You can either be the seed or you can be the corpse. God has given you the choice as to what you're going to be. The seed or the corpse. Last thing I'm done, I promise you I'm not. If you're going to be the seed, you have an obligation to God.
All right.
An obligation to the farmer to grow and mature. So I'm gonna put on my Bishop Chamberlin hat for just a second. I feel like I can say this is Greater Love. I can say it like this, like he said. That means for some of us it's time to grow the hell up.
Alright.
It's time. Stop acting like you saved. Stop acting like you believe in Jesus. Stop acting like you got strong faith. It's time out for all of that. It's time to get real. Because the reality is, your dead corpse is taking the place of my spot where I can have a plant grow. I can chop your dead corpse up and add you with the fertilizer and allow you to help cover the space while I bury something underneath you that can grow.
Alright.
I'm just saying, it's time for some folks to grow up. But in order to grow up, you gotta be comfortable with the crush. You gotta be comfortable being buried.
All right.
You gotta be comfortable being covered up. You gotta be comfortable going through the process.
Alright.
That cake we mentioned earlier, do you know how much process goes into that cake? Take all them ingredients and put them in the bowl, and if you got the mixer, you can use the mixer to beat them up. And if you got to do the old school way and use a spoon and beat it up, you still got to get beat up. Got to be beat. And after it's beat, then it gets to be stretched to conform to the vessel that is in. Thank you, babe. I'm so glad you did that. I watched Bishop Chamberlin cook this pound cake. And he did something last night I never recognized. He said, I never saw, because I never really took the time to watch somebody really make the pound cake. So he put the batter in the little thing. He just...
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And he did it so that everything conformed evenly
Yes.
to the vessel it's supposed to grow.
Yeah.
But watch this. Sister Lisa taught me this inadvertently. I ain't gonna do all this, but that's okay. Yeah, you taught me this inadvertently last night. See, she said for some of these, she works for Cheryl's Cookie, and they get these really perfect cakes. And what they do is they take the batter that's already in the bun, and they take the bun pan and put it in another bun pan before it goes in. Why? So that everything comes out evenly and it's protected. What does that mean? That means you gotta have a shovel. Some folks is roll, trying to jump in the fire without covering. That's why you're coming out burnt and not tasteful to people. You gotta have some protection on the inside. Because when every cake goes through, whether you put it in one bun pan or two, all of it got to go in the fire.
Okay.
It's got to go through the fire
All right.
to increase.
All
And allow
right.
all the ingredients to melt together to taste good. I.e. Romans 28, work for the good.
What you supposed to say?
It got to be processed. It's got to. It's got to. You in the process
Yes.
of being planted.
All right.
Don't make
Sit
a
down.
mistake
That's y'all
of
problem.
switching
Always
from
trying to do what the other
a
one do.
seed to a course.
All right. All right. All right. All
Don't make that
right.
mistake.
My
Stay planted as long as it takes.
journal piece.
Oak trees don't get to be oak trees in 2 years.
Come on now. That's right.
Flowers don't get to be flowers in 3 days.
That's right.
It even took Jesus 33 years
Myra,
to get to
don't
his
play with me.
purpose.
Come on now.
We want to get there 2 days after we get saved.
Come on now.
God's called me to preach. I'm going to start my church. Do you even know the word?
Come on now.
Can you spell Bible correctly?
Come on now. Yeah.
Do you know the books of the Bible in order? Do you know how to use the table of contents to find words and all of that? But you want to preach.
Come on, boy. Come on
You want to
now.
be obedient and sit down and learn something.
Come on now.
You don't want to be processed.
Got to
You
be.
just want the glory. Corpses have their glory too.
Yeah.
It's called a funeral service.
All right.
So go ahead and get ready for your funeral service if you want to. I'm trying to get ready for growth. I'm trying to get ready for fruit, which means I'm trying to get ready for a harvest.
All right.
And when God let
Glory.
God know, y'all have been buried. You just been planted. Come on, give God some praise for this.